What if I told you a hidden video worth $100,000 was sold in the darkest corners of the internet, and that video could destroy the image of a beloved celebrity? What if I told you that behind the whispers, the cover-ups, and the endless denials, there's a truth even more disturbing than the rumor itself? Tonight, you're going to hear everything, because what started as one dark web upload has now tangled the names of Menglong, Wang, Bai Lu, and Zhao Lusi into one impossible story. If you're here, don't move, don't scroll, because every second of the story matters, and what's revealed at the end might change the way you look at your favorite stars forever. Menglong, a man fans once described as pure, calm, humble, the kind of celebrity who barely even makes headlines. But recently, an unthinkable rumor shook his entire career. Anonymous accounts started spreading whispers. A torture video, allegedly featuring you, was being sold for $100,000 on the dark web. Nobody wanted to believe it, but the screenshots, the coded files, the chatter, it all grew louder. Some fans claimed to have seen snippets. Others said it was all faked. But one thing was clear: someone wanted the story buried, and someone else wanted it to explode. At first, it seemed ridiculous. Menglong had no public enemies, no scandals, no signs of danger. So how could a video like that even exist? But then came the part that turned disbelief into fear. Rumors of an autopsy. A mysterious account posted a claim, saying an autopsy had confirmed the worst, that the injuries on Yu's body matched what people saw in that alleged clip. Others rushed to deny it, saying there was no violence, no body, and no truth behind the story. But the more denials came out, the more people started asking, why are they trying so hard to silence this? The internet became a battlefield. Some believed Yu was a victim of identity theft or deepfake technology. Others thought it was a brutal warning sent to the entertainment industry, an example of what happens when you cross powerful people. Then someone dropped a name, a pathologist. They said his name was Dr. Liang Jia, quiet forensic expert, who'd handled classified celebrity cases before. According to the leaks, he had been pressured to change his findings. No official report ever surfaced, but one encrypted file, labeled Case Z17, matched Menglong's rumored timeline. Screenshots claimed the report had been altered, first showing traumatic injury, later replaced with natural death. Now here's where it gets strange. Digital investigators digging into the forums where the video was allegedly auctioned found something else on account handle known as Lumen404. It wasn't new. That same username had appeared months ago in unrelated celebrity gossip threads, including ones involving Wang and Bai Lu. At first, fans brushed it off as coincidence, and then the dots began to connect. Lumen404 had been involved in fake leaks before doctored photos, staged conversations, deepfake teasers, but always targeting people who were either trending or newly successful. And that's when Wang's name appeared again. One forum log showed a user named DW_supporter99 posting under the same IP trail as Lumen404. The post hinted about a preview clip of a forbidden file tied to the Menglong case. It sounded fake until an image appeared, a blurry still of a man's face, pixelated and partially hidden, with a timestamp matching the rumored auction. The watermark? Lumen404. Was it a hoax? A psychological game to bait fans into believing something that never existed? Or was it proof that a group of people were circulating celebrity deepfakes for money and control? At the same time, Bai Lu posted something cryptic on her page. Just a few words. Every shadow has a watcher. Fans thought it was about her new drama, but those following the Menglong scandal noticed the timing. It was posted the exact night the alleged dark web auction went live. Zhao Lusi wasn't far from the chaos either. Weeks before, she had worked on a project connected to the same production agency IU once filmed with. Suddenly, she tweeted, "Sometimes silence isn't a peace, it's warning." The post vanished hours later. Coincidence? Maybe. The Pike scandals like these, coincidences are never just coincidences. By now, the story had become something else. A nightmare web, where everyone's reputation hung by a thread. What if this wasn't about Menglong at all? What if the leak was part of a bigger plan to manipulate multiple stars at once, to make fans turn on them, to sell fake outrage for clicks and dark market money? Let's step back for a moment. To sell a video like that on the dark web isn't simple. It requires encrypted nodes, anonymous bidders, and hidden marketplaces that don't appear on normal browsers. The file, allegedly titled U_torture_files, was said to be listed for 100 BTC, roughly $100,000. But the transaction records were inconsistent. Some entries showed payment attempts, others looked like fakes. One address kept reappearing in multiple scams. Guess which username was linked to it? Lumen 404. Experts now believe the video might have been an elaborate scam, a ghost auction designed to lure real bidders, take their crypto, and vanish. But if it was a scam, why involve real celebrity names? Why leak fake autopsy details? Why risk being tracked? Unless, of course, the chaos itself was the product being sold, every post, every rumor, every fear, monetized. But then something happened that made even skeptics pause. A lower resolution video clip appeared briefly on a hidden forum. It didn't show Menglong's face clearly, just a shadowed figure restrained. Distorted voice, muffled sound. Within hours, the clip was deleted, the forum shut down, and the uploader's profile disappeared. Some users claimed the voice was generated, not human. Others swore it was real. No one knows who removed it. Some say authorities intervened. Others say it was the original seller cleaning up traces. What's certain is that, after that night, the name Menglong became untouchable in some circles. Anyone trying to repost the clip or even screenshots found their accounts suspended. Now the story took a darker turn. A fan group dedicated to proving WS innocence began analyzing digital fingerprints of every leak. They found something terrifying: the same digital watermark, embedded in the Menglong images, also appeared in a few old, manipulated clips that once targeted Bai Lu during her earlier scandal. The same compression signature, the same metadata tags, the same network route. It was never about Menglong alone. It was a systematic, organized manipulation of celebrity narratives, controlled by someone who knew how to blend truth and fiction, until no one could tell the difference. Dylan Wang's name resurfaced again when one of his older behind-the-scenes photos was found in a cache belonging to that same server group. No scandal, no edit, just his file name sitting beside the folders labeled Chase, By Archive, and Jout Tag. Was it coincidence? Or mapping for future attacks? Nobody knows, but the resemblance was chilling. Dr. Liang Zeta, mysterious pathologist, vanished from online mentions after that week. Some claimed he had resigned. Others whispered he'd gone into hiding. A reporter tried to reach him through a public registry, only to find the record erased, all contact information gone. It's almost as if someone wanted his involvement forgotten. Fans kept digging. They traced the first leak of the so-called autopsy to a server in Singapore, registered under a dummy company linked to a marketing firm that had, ironically, handled press campaigns for dramas starring Bai Lu and Zhao Lusi. Is it possible that someone inside the industry, someone with technical skills and grudges, used that access to manipulate files, plant rumors, and fuel chaos among stars? Imagine this. You're a rising actor, working, filming, trusting your team and somewhere. Someone builds a fake version of you, a false story ready to drop the moment your fame peaks. One upload and everything changes: your name, your face, your piece, gone forever. That's the power of today's deepfakes, of coordinated rumor machines. And if you think it can't happen to someone like Wang or Bai Lu or Zhao Lusi, think again. They're the perfect targets. Global reach, passionate fan bases, emotional connection. One scandal, and the internet explodes. And explosion equals attention, attention equals profit. But one question still remains. Why Menglong? Why start with him? Some insiders believe it's because he was easy to frame quiet, private, not the type to fight back publicly. The silence became the weapon. The less he spoke, the more people filled the void with their own imaginations. Days later, another anonymous tip appeared. It claimed the so-called torture. Video never existed at all, that the real footage was composite built using fragments of unrelated clips stitched with an eye. It looked real enough to fool even experienced editors. The autopsy file? Fabricated from a template used in medical training, every detail was manufactured but deliberately designed to appear almost real. So what if the true crime here isn't torture or murder, but manipulation? What if Menglong was simply the first to be sacrificed? In a new digital game where lies are currency and outrage is gold? Think about it. Each time a name trends, with scandal viewership rises. Search traffic surges, ad revenue grows. Even when it's false, the buzz makes money. It's not about truth anymore. It's about control. And here's where it gets even stranger. A whistleblower claimed the person behind the username. Lumen 404 wasn't just some hacker, it was a collective, a group of marketers, tech editors, and digital manipulators who orchestrate viral narratives for clients. Some for fame, some for revenge, some just for chaos. They pick names, build evidence, leak pieces to stir emotion, then disappear. Sometimes they target one star, sometimes several at once. Like now with Menglong at the center, and shadows stretching toward Wang, Bai Lu, and Zhao Lusi. The whistleblower said their ultimate goal was not exposure, but fear. Fear that keeps celebrities quiet, agencies cautious, and fans addicted to drama. Because the more we believe the mystery, the more we feed their profit. If that's true, then maybe the video's value $100,000 about its content. Maybe it was about its ability to control. The question is, will this cycle ever end? Or will the next leak simply shift to another name? Maybe it's already happening. Maybe someone's preparing a new file, a new rumor, a new auction. And if so, who's next? Wang, whose rising fame makes him irresistible bait? Bai Lu, whose emotional connection with fans makes her the perfect headline? Or Zhao Lusi, whose silence already feels too deliberate to be random? In this digital era, truth can be built like fiction, and fiction, if viral enough, becomes the new truth. So tonight, ask yourself, what are we really watching? Are we witnessing crimes? Or are we the audience of a show created to keep us angry, curious, and addicted? No matter where you stand, one thing's certain, the dark web story of Menglong has changed how we see online rumors forever. Because once something this horrific enters the internet, it never truly disappears. It mutates, hides, evolves, and waits. If you believe this story deserves real investigation, don't just scroll past. Tap that subscribe button, hit the bell, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the video ever existed? Or do you believe this was the perfect digital illusion? Your comment might lead us to the next clue, and your share might help reach someone who actually knows the truth. Until then, stay alert, stay questioning, and remember, on the internet, nothing is ever what it seems.